Imagine the earth beneath you suddenly shaking, buildings swaying, the ground splitting. Yes, we're talking about earthquakes. These seismic events, as terrifying as they are, represent an unseen power beneath our feet. A power that's always active, always shifting. Every day, the earth experiences hundreds of earthquakes. Most are so small they go unnoticed, their tremors a mere whisper beneath the surface. But others, they announce themselves with a roar, toppling cities and rewriting landscapes. Earthquakes are not rare, isolated events. They are a global phenomenon, a constant reminder of the dynamism of our planet. From the icy expanses of Antarctica to the tropical rainforests of the Amazon, no corner of the Earth is immune to their reach. But what causes the ground to shake and tremble? We're about to delve into the depths of the Earth to find out. You may think of the Earth's crust as a solid, unchanging surface, but in reality it's more like a jigsaw puzzle, constantly in motion. Imagine the Earth's crust as a shell, divided into large pieces, much like the shell of a cracked egg. These pieces, known as tectonic plates, are always on the move, albeit at a pace slower than a snail's crawl. What gives them this mobility? Well, these tectonic plates are not anchored. They float on a semi-fluid layer of the Earth's mantle, known as the asthenosphere. Picture this. It's like colossal rafts floating on a slow-moving river of molten rock. The motion is driven by the intense heat from the Earth's core, causing convection currents in the mantle. These plates don't just float peacefully. They're constantly interacting, bumping and grinding against each other, sliding past one another, or even colliding head-on. And that's where our story of earthquakes begins. When these massive tectonic plates collide, slide past each other, or pull apart, the Earth doesn't take it lightly. Imagine these huge, rocky slabs, each several miles thick, wrestling with each other deep beneath the surface. These are the Earth's tectonic plates, and their movements define the landscape of our planet. Now, there are three main types of plate boundaries where all the action happens. First, we have convergent boundaries where plates are coming together. The immense pressure can cause one plate to dive beneath the other, creating deep ocean trenches and mountain ranges. Second, there are divergent boundaries where plates are drifting apart. This creates gaps, and molten rock from below rises to fill these gaps, forming new crust and mid-ocean ridges. Finally, we have transform boundaries, where plates slide past each other. This can result in large horizontal displacement of the land. At these boundaries, stress accumulates in the rocks over time, as the tectonic plates push and pull against each other. This stress builds up until it exceeds the strength of the rocks, causing them to break or slip along the fault lines. This sudden release of energy ripples through the Earth in the form of seismic waves, and voila, you've got an earthquake. So an earthquake is essentially the Earth's way of releasing pent-up stress. But what happens when this energy reaches the surface? When the stored energy from deep within the Earth finally breaks free, it doesn't stay underground. No, instead it races upwards, eager to escape its confines. This energy, born from the fiery bowels of our planet, transforms into seismic waves. These aren't your average waves like the ones you see at the beach. Seismic waves are invisible ripples of energy radiating in all directions from the focus, the epicenter of an earthquake. Imagine dropping a stone into a still pond. The ripples that spread out from the point of impact? That's akin to what happens during an earthquake, but on a much, much larger scale. These waves travel at breakneck speeds through the Earth's layers, causing the ground to shake and tremble in their wake. There are two types of seismic waves to note. The first, known as P waves or primary waves, are the fastest. They shake the ground in the direction they're traveling. Then come the S waves, or secondary waves, slower but more destructive, shaking the ground perpendicular to their direction of travel. Now, these seismic waves might seem frightful, causing immense destruction as they shake our world. Yet, they are simply the Earth's way of releasing pent-up energy, a natural process in the life cycle of our dynamic planet. So, the next time the ground beneath you rumbles, remember, it's just the Earth letting off a little steam.